It's great to see you again in this new South Summit, again alive. And it's great to be introducing this such a great panel with Conchita, Maria Concepción, who comes from Complutense University, Rogelio Velasco, that is coming from the Andalusian government, responsible for economic transformation, industry, employment, and 3 or 4 more things. And here we have Javier Laschetti as well, from the regional government of Madrid, responsible for employability and entrepreneurship and economic facts. Great. So take your seats, please. And let's start with this great topic of discussions. Okay, this panel will talk about catalyzing innovation and entrepreneurship. And this will be, there will be a bias between universities and government, right? So should we start talking maybe, Conchita, about how to raise entrepreneurial vocation in the university and how to make it clear in the environment?
Okay, thank you, Anna. Good morning, everyone. It's my great honor to participate in this new edition of South Summit, and a special edition because we can stay face-to-face again, and it allows us to meet again with colleagues, with friends. So thank you so much, the all South Summit team, and especially Maria, Cristina, and Assis for a kind invitation to participate in this panel. Answering your question, Anna, how to raise entrepreneurial vocation in the university? Well, universities are focused of knowledge, research, and innovation, and it's a priority to promote entrepreneurship among its members. For example, in Complutense University of Madrid, this has been understood years ago. We created a Complutense Office for Entrepreneurship, we call Complu Emprende, with few resources but a lot of energy and enthusiasm, has been doing an excellent job. Recently, 2 years ago, with the creation of the Vice Chancellor for Employability and Entrepreneurship that I have the honor to occupy at this moment, the university commitment is strengthened to continue promoting and supporting university entrepreneurship, one of the priority strategic lines for this rectoral team. To promote the entrepreneurship in the university, we have to work at different levels, at different stages. It's necessary, of course, to add on students, but also on professors, on researchers, and all the staff, if we want to create a true, real entrepreneurial culture. In the case of students, we have to promote entrepreneurship in all areas of knowledge, and at the same time facilitate to create multidisciplinary teams. Of course, training is key. Cross-curricular subjects that students can take voluntarily, specific training on a specific aspect of entrepreneurship, challenge, hackathons, call of awards, etc. Also, advice and support through the creation of pre-incubators in the faculties where the students are, and at the same time, incubator spaces inside and outside the university. Mm-hmm. It's also very important to teach students that development of entrepreneurial skills is key for their professional future. Even if they are not thinking to start in a company or a new business, entrepreneurial skills are essential for any job today. It's one of the soft skills more demanded for the labor market. In the case of professors and researchers, there are two different kinds of actions. On the one hand, they should encourage entrepreneurial initiatives, attitudes on the students in the classroom. And on the other hand, they should consider entrepreneurship as an important part of their research, as a result of it. Yeah. In other words, they must consider research result transfer activities as an essential part of their work. We can discuss about this later.
Very interesting.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you very much. Javier, how about you as a regional minister of finance, employment, and economy? Tell us your point of view with this question. How to raise this entrepreneurial spirit, this entrepreneurial vocation in the university?
Thank you, Anna, and thank you, the South Summit team, for having me here, and most and foremost for having South Summit once again here in Madrid. Well, I think there are many, much more than it could appear, many students or young people who wants to be an entrepreneur. But in my opinion, and something that we in the regional government in Madrid we have in mind, is that probably regulation, the excess of regulation, is something that is very, very discouraging. It's very, very, really discouraging to know that you have to accomplish a mountain of regulation, that it's rigid, that it's sometimes old, that it's unfashioned, and that you will need to ask for permission to innovate. So we are really, really committed in the idea to move from a regulation and rigidity and top-down vision framework to a permissionless innovation framework, in which every entrepreneur can, under, of course, his or her responsibility, to innovate, to create, to try new ideas, to have the opportunity of fail or to have success, but not because some probably very, very well-intentioned civil servant or politician 10 years ago or 1 year ago decided that things must be done like I say. So this idea of permissionless innovation, I think, is important.
Absolutely. I see absolutely your point, and I absolutely agree with you. Absolutely. You have to put like the way of doing things, not oblige people to do things, just to facilitate, right, the path.
With responsibility, of course.
With responsibility. Thank you very much, Javier. How about you, Rogelio? Tell us which are the initiatives that we have in Andalusian government to raise the entrepreneurial spirit.
Okay, well, first of all, my answers are going to be far shorter than the one of Javier and Concha. I'm impressed about everything they know about entrepreneurship. Anyway, quite recently I read a survey done by Bankinter Foundation, which is pretty much focused on entrepreneurship and entrepreneurial activities. And there is among the conclusions, there is a sharp contrast between what the students say they would like to do when they get the degree, and then, a few years later, what they are actually doing. In that latest report, over 50% of students said that they wanted to set up their own company. Great, that's wonderful. But then the real-world data is much poorer. Just 7% of students ran their own business when they finish the degree. 7%. Why that? 7%. The intention was 50% when they were still at the university, right? But then when they get into the labor market after getting the degree, just 7%. So why that? Different element different factors that both Javier and Concha have mentioned. To start with, they don't have an entrepreneurship topic in any degree, except probably in some business administration faculties where they have the short courses on entrepreneurship. But then the rest of the students, including economics, engineering, all engineering, and science studies and research, they absolutely ignore entrepreneurial activities. And I think it would be very important to set an entrepreneurship topic in all degrees of the university.
Yes.
At least at the very beginning as an elective, and then later on as a compulsory topic. Second, it is important to organize activities related to entrepreneurship while they are studying, civil engineering or law or whatever. And most of universities don't organize those activities. For example, business competition, hackathons, and other activities that encourage students to become entrepreneurs. My experience, not in the public university, but in the private one, while I was teaching at IE Business School, was that after just 20 sessions topic on entrepreneurship, the experience of students dramatically changed. It was a transformational experience, and plenty of them discovered attitudes and mindsets that they didn't know before. So I strongly encourage universities to take entrepreneurship topic as another topic in order to get the degree.
Yeah,
Very good.
totally agree.
Thank you very much, Leon. Maybe this is one of the main experiences you have in supporting startups and early stage entrepreneurs, i.e. your participation as a professor in IE.
Yeah.
Do you have any other activities or any other ways that you have when you have helped those startups and entrepreneurs?
Do you mean helping, which sense?
Helping them to grow up, mentoring them, organizing programs to help them grow up?
I mean, my experience at IE is that the information, the education, and the values that we, the professor, transmitted to students were with a holistic approach. Change your attitude not just about the economy or businesses, but about many other important aspects of everybody. Everybody lives their own life, but they are strongly affected by that experience.
Thank you. What about you, Javier? Do you have any experience also helping those early stage entrepreneurs?
Yes, we have some programs. We have a service who helps and advises young entrepreneurs with personalized services to help them to navigate very often the own administration and the regulation. With our Madrid, a financial company or a financial branch, to help them in some aspects of financial needs. But I think we have a very interesting call for liaison bodies of the community of Madrid to promote technological innovation and boost technology transfer to the productive service. It's a part of the regional strategy for research and innovation for smart specialization of the region of Madrid. And it's a call for financing the implementation of projects promoting innovation and technology, training, dissemination, visibility of technological innovation, and supporting entrepreneurs in their commitment. And the following are eligible for this aid. They can obtain aid in science parks, in incubators, technological centers, technological platforms, and we have for that purpose a call that it's currently open, I have to say, of 3 million euros this year, 9 million euros in 3 years, is the budget earmarked for this purpose.
Very good. Are you talking about the call of link entities?
Yes, exactly.
This is a great call. This is a great initiative that is leading the government of Madrid. I think many of the rest of the autonomous communities will copy this very soon, very, very soon. They are giving money to the entities that can link universities with corporate world, like the real entrepreneurial world, real big or small companies, whatever, but they really help them to communicate and to exchange knowledge. This is a great initiative. Congratulations for that.
Thank you. The outcomes are very, very good so far, and the window is open, so...
Great, great. Thank you for announcing us today. Thank you. What about, Conchita, maybe you want to continue with the same question, or maybe we could talk about how to strengthen the talent that comes out of the university, so that this valuable talent doesn't go out, stays at home, and brings up a lot of value for the teams that are in the companies here.
Okay, it's true though, that's question, but I think the word is collaboration. Collaboration between all institutions, companies, collaboration agreements between universities and public administrations, like this kind of programs, collaboration agreements between universities and companies, and I think it's the way to eliminate the gap between university and companies, between university and society. I think this gap is getting smaller and smaller, but exists. So we can work through this kind of collaboration. Public and private collaboration is very important too. One reflection I would like to do here is the development of talent, innovation, creation of quality employment, and the transformation of the society is in our hands. I think it's in our hands. We were able to generate spaces, meeting like this, in which we can discuss, we can reach alliances, we can think collaboration agreements to row together toward the same objectives. We have the same objectives. The talent here, created here, stay here, no? In this way, universities can return to society the investment made to create, to develop talent, and that talent has a positive impact on territory. I think universities must be drivers and leaders in join with public administration, with a private sector in this process, in this transformation process.
Great, thank you very much. In maybe 30 seconds, Rogelio, what things do you think that can be improved in the national and regional ecosystem to support these startups, to really make very, very small as possible, the gap between the university and the companies?
Well, in addition to what I mentioned before, teaching entrepreneurship as much as possible in all the degrees, I think it's of the essence for the universities getting closer to the public administration and the market to launch challenges in order for the startups to provide an answer, a technological solution for that problem or need, and in addition, some open innovation program. We have launched both in Andalusia, and we are very happy with the outcome because we see how more and more companies are getting involved in those initiatives, and we want to keep doing the same going forward. In addition to other activities particularly the one regarding how to handle spin-offs when there is something really, really interesting from a technological point of view, and some professor want to set up a company, they don't know how to do it. So that's why within the regional government of Andalusia, we are preparing a set of tools in order to help those entrepreneurs and students at the same time in Andalusian universities in order for them to launch the companies, because they lack both the knowledge and the resources about how to do it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the three of you. I will just sum up very, very briefly the big ideas of this round table. First of all, we have to reduce the regulation, reduce this excess of regulations that we are having. Second of all, why do the students at the beginning think that they want to start a company, and then only 7% of them really want at the end of the university process? Why? Another idea is that teaching entrepreneurship is basic and very, very important to encourage students to keep going with their vocation, with having their own company. Collaboration is a big word that remains very important, because we really need to collaborate between us to make this environment easy for them and available for all of them. And finally, help them with multidisciplinary teams, hackathons, challenges, etc. Those are some of the key ways, let's say the key actions that we really need to improve, really need to process. All right, thank you very much to the three of you for your participation, and see you soon.